Hi everyone. Thank you very much for your wonderful feedback to my last video. Your feedback encourages me to come here once again with yet another video for yet another new chapter. The name of the chapter is Lost Spring, and once you watch this video, you should be able to answer these questions. If you watch the video carefully, you should be able to answer all these questions. So let us begin understanding the chapter. As I said, the name of this chapter is Lost Spring. The name of the author is Anees Jung. Now, what is this chapter about? Before we see that, let us just take a look at some of the difficult words or terms or new words and terms that you will come across in the chapter. The first word that you will come across in the chapter is rag picker. You will come across this word many times. Rag picker basically means a person who picks up discarded things from the garbage and sells them and thus earns his living. Irony is a figure of speech in which the contrary or the reverse of what has been said or is expected actually takes place. If you have not understood what is an irony now, don't worry. When we will discuss this chapter in detail, you will understand what it is. Finally, livelihood. Livelihood, in very short and simple terms, livelihood means a job, the way in which you earn your living. Right, so we are ready to get into the details of the chapter. Now, what is this chapter about? Very simply, this chapter is about three things. First and foremost, this chapter describes how child labor destroys childhood. If you send a child to work and not to school, then what happens is that the child does not get an opportunity to grow up like normal children. Its childhood is destroyed, its childhood is lost. I hope you are getting some hint into why this chapter is known as Lost Spring. Anyway, the second thing that this chapter describes is how poverty creates a situation in which society, the selfish people in the society, can exploit or force poor people to do things that those people may not want to do. This is the second thing that this chapter describes. And the third thing that the chapter describes is that in India, as you know, there is the system of caste system. And in many parts of India, if a person is born into a particular caste, he is expected to do a particular kind of job. Now suppose I'm born into a particular caste, my father or my grandfather was a tailor, and I wish to be a teacher. The caste system won't permit me to do so. So it is a limitation of the caste into which I am born. So these are the three basic things that this chapter describes. As I said, the most important thing that this chapter describes is the damage done by child labor. So it is very important for us to understand clearly what is child labor and what is the damage that it really does. As you know, child labor is the practice of making individuals below the age of 18 to go and work. Child labor is banned in many countries. And why is it banned? Precise reason why it is banned is that child labor basically snatches the best part of the life of a person. It snatches away the opportunity from people to grow up as normal individuals because it takes away the opportunity to do things that a normal child does. For example, go to school. A child labor won't have the opportunity to go to school. It will not have the opportunity to grow up in an environment of love and care. From a very young age, a child who is engaged in child labor will be forced to go and earn money. So child labor destroys childhood. So it is a very nasty practice and it should be discouraged. And this chapter is about the damages done by child labor. This chapter is basically divided into two parts. The first part describes the life of Saheb. Saheb is a child labor. He's a rag picker from Seemapuri. Part 2 describes the life of another child labor. His name is Mukesh, and he works in the glass bangle factory, in one of the glass bangle factories of this place called Firozabad. But in this chapter, in this video, we will basically look at the first part of the chapter only. In this video, we'll only look at the first part of this chapter. So let us begin. So what is the first part about? The first part is about Saheb. Saheb is a rag picker. He picks up used plastic bottles and other things from the garbage and sells them. When he sells them, he earns some money, and that's how he helps his family in earning a little money. Now, there are a few things we have to know about Saheb. His full name is Saheb-e-Alam. What is Saheb's full name? Saheb's full name is Saheb-e-Alam. By profession, Saheb is a rag picker. He is originally from Dhaka. So where is Saheb's original home? Saheb's original home is in Dhaka, Bangladesh. But he does not stay in Dhaka. He stays in Seemapuri. And where is Seemapuri? Seemapuri is near Delhi, and Delhi is in India. How did Saheb get from Bangladesh to India? Keep watching, you will get to know the answer. Finally, one more thing that you need to know about Saheb is that he does not go to school. Of course, he does not go to school because he is a child labor. He does not go to school. And since he is poor and he is a child labor, he does not wear any shoes or any slippers on his feet. He walks barefoot. Now, Saheb does not go to school. Why does Saheb not go to school? The author asks Saheb this question: why don't you go to school? And he tells the author, I don't go to school because there are no schools in my locality. So when the author asks Saheb why he does not go to school, Saheb says that there are no schools where I live, so I don't go to school. But you should also understand that Saheb does not go to school also because he cannot afford to go to school. He's too poor to afford education. Now, as you have seen, Saheb does not wear any shoes, he does not wear any slippers, he does not wear any sandals. Why? The author asks Saheb this question: why he does not wear anything in his feet. Saheb says, I don't wear shoes because my mother did not get them from the shelf. He is not tall enough, he cannot reach the shelf, and his mother did not get them from the shelf for him, so he does not wear shoes. His friends say that even if his mother got the shoes from the shelf, Saheb would not wear the shoes. So why does Saheb not wear shoes? Saheb says that he does not wear shoes because his mother did not get them off the shelf. His friends say that even if Saheb's mother got them from the shelf, he would not wear shoes because he doesn't like wearing shoes. One day, Saheb gets a new job. His life changes a little in this story. One day he gets a new job. Now, where does he get a new job? He gets a new job in a tea stall. He starts working in a tea stall. He earns 200 rupees a month and also gets all the meals of the day. Isn't it a good thing for Saheb? It is a good thing, but interestingly, Saheb does not like his new job. Do you know why Saheb doesn't like his new job? He does not like his new job because as a rag picker, Saheb had the freedom to go around anywhere. But in his new job, he does not find the freedom to go around wherever he wants to go around. Here he has to obey his employer. So since he misses his freedom as a rag picker, he does not like his new job in the tea stall. Now, I told you Saheb's full name is Saheb-e-Alam. Let's look at his name a little. the meaning of his name is Lord of the Universe or Master of the Universe. But in reality, he is a rag picker. So you see, there is a gap between what you expect from his name and what he really is. When you know the meaning of his name, you expect him to be something like this, rich and powerful. But in reality, he is a rag picker. So this is an irony. You remember I told you about an irony? So this is an irony. As I told you, irony is a figure of speech where the reverse or the contrary of what has been said or is expected actually takes place. When you hear his name, you expect that he is a rich and a powerful and a well-to-do person. But in reality, Sahib is a rag picker. This gap between expectation and reality is called an irony. Sahib's name is an irony because the meaning of his name is Lord of the Universe, but in reality, he is a poor rag picker. Now, Sahib's original home is among the green fields of Dhaka in Bangladesh, I told you. But the author met Sahib not in Bangladesh, but somewhere in India. The author met him at Seemapuri in India. Now, why does Sahib uh, occur here in India? Why is it that Sahib is in India? Why is he not in Dhaka in Bangladesh? It is because his family had migrated, that is, come from Bangladesh to India in search of livelihood. Now, why did they come from Bangladesh to India? Because storms had destroyed their home in Dhaka. That's why they came over to India looking for a job, and that's why the author met Sahib in Seemapuri. Well, let me tell you a little bit about this place called Seemapuri. Seemapuri is located near Delhi. Where is Seemapuri? Seemapuri is a place situated near Delhi. But the locality is nothing like the capital of India. The capital of India is grand. The capital of India is rich. The capital of India has got large, very wide roads. But Seemapuri is not like that. Seemapuri is a very poor area. It is dotted with slums. Uh, so the author says that although Seemapuri is located near Delhi, it's miles away from it. Now, why does the author say so? The author says this because although Seemapuri is located near Delhi, the condition of Seemapuri is nothing like Delhi. Delhi is the capital of India. It's very grand city, but Seemapuri is a very poor and very humble place. And Seemapuri is home to people like Sahib, who are basically rag pickers. Now, in this chapter, garbage is a very important thing. Garbage means different things to different people. For children, garbage is a source of wonder and amazement. They are small children. They are excited to find things in the garbage. Sahib says, sometimes I find 1 rupee, sometimes I even find 10 rupees in the garbage. But for grown-ups, garbage is a very serious thing. Garbage is a means of earning their livelihood. You can understand why. They pick these things up, used bottles and all that, and then they sell it. When they sell it, they get money. And this is how they live. So thank you very much for watching this video. I'm sure after watching this video, you must have got the answers to the questions that I had uh, shared with you at the beginning of the video. Please like, share, and subscribe this video so that it encourages me to continue making videos for you. Thank you very much.